Victor Wembanyama, right? The lottery. I think we
That
talked.
was some of the most fixed stuff I've ever seen in my life.
So San Antonio, they won the lottery, and they're gonna draft Victor Wembanyama. Your reaction to the lottery? I know you just said a little bit, but just a little bit more. How you feel?
That was probably some of the most obviously, like it just lined up a little all too well.
Mm-hmm.
Victor Wembanyama played for a team coached by Tony Parker and friends. Then he moved to another team that's the GM or something. Is Boris Diaw.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, then he says he wants to go to the Spurs. And then lo and behold, the Spurs get the number one pick.
Yep.
Granted, it was even odds for the top three teams.
I think so. Yeah. Top three. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, but like, come on now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I mean, it makes sense though, because if it was fixed, I'm not mad because him on the Rockets.
Hey, that would be fire.
Not probably it probably put butts in seats, but not for development. Probably not. You put him with a coach like Pop.
I mean, if he's that talented,
who's coached the Tim Duncans and the David
Robinson. But Ime Udoka is the coach though.
Rome wasn't built built overnight.
I'm just saying, like, let's not act like the Rockets have been the worst organization like these past 10 years. They made a conference finals in 2018. They made the playoffs for a lot of years.
James Harden possibly coming out.
No. They're not going to re-sign James Harden. They're not going to sign James Harden. That'd be crazy. I'm absolutely sure. That'd be insane. You drafted Jalen Green. You got Kevin Porter Jr. Why would you get James Harden? James Harden, this is not James Harden from 2018. This is James Harden 2023. Did you not watch the playoffs? Like, why would you give him a 4-year deal? The dude is literally going to come back. He's going to turn into Gilbert Arenas after he got his $100 million deal. A bad influence. That's what James Harden is going to be. And so I would love to see Victor Wembanyama with that young core. I don't know how Sengun, how he will work with him because, I think he's the center. And he has they comparing him to like Jokic a little bit. He has some Jokic in him. I don't know. I know why you looking at it. No, if you watch some of his game, it reminds you a little bit of Jokic. Like, I'm not saying he's going to turn into Jokic, but his game is sort of like has some similarities. I don't know how they would sort of function together, but if Wembanyama is that talented, I feel like any team he goes to, he's going to just develop into a great player.
I think the Spurs is the best fit.
He is. I agree because of just there's not a lot of media attention. They're not a big brand. Sure, they won championships, but look at Tim Duncan. Nobody talks about Tim Duncan. So I think from just the fact that he's in an organization where there's not going to be a lot of media attention on him every single night. Sure, they say they have these high expectations for him, but if he was like in New York or LA or Houston and stuff like that, every night you're gonna see him like, oh, what is Victor doing? Like, I'm telling you, just like with Paulo, just like with other guys like Zion in the past, they're gonna go to these teams and they're gonna be out of sight, out of mind. We're just gonna be talking about the playoff teams. And yeah, he's gonna have a chance to develop. He's gonna have a chance to just learn from Pop, Tim Duncan, David Robinson, potentially how to play the big man game. And I can't wait. He's going to have to put on some weight. Mm-hmm. He's very skinny. That's a problem, especially an 82-game season. Yep. But it'll be very interesting just how he sort of develops. They're saying he's the best prospect ever.
No. His ceiling, definitely.
I say there's a legitimate argument to be made. He's the best prospect ever. Okay. For his size, he could dribble, he can shoot.
Yeah. 7'5".
I'm just saying. Now, is he the most polished coming out? I would say LeBron was the most polished prospect coming out. But in terms of just like a overall, like a prospect, I think he is the best prospect to come out. Him and LeBron, if you want to debate him and LeBron, go have it. Like, if you say LeBron, okay. But a legitimate argument could be made. Now,